Okay, everyone. This is Sherry, and this is Soul Conscious, and this is going to be your Soul Weather Weekly Forecast. And this is a general message for whoever finds it. When you find it is the right time for you. What I'm going to do is pull some cards and get a general message for the week. And once we have the general message, we're going to go ahead and go day by day and see what wants to come through on a day by day. I have emoji cards. We're going to pull a mood for each and every day of the week, and then see if there's any additional messages that want to come through on a day by day basis for this upcoming week. So one of the things I want to share with you is that one of the things that really came through as I was preparing for this session or for this reading is the story of somebody that, and this, I've seen this happen a lot, where somebody has deep, strong feelings for someone, for another person, but that person only wants to just be their friend. They don't see him as a romantic partner. They just see him as their confidant, their friend, someone that they can rely on, they can count on, but not someone they're romantically interested in. And so they basically, this person just sits by the sidelines with so much love to give this other person, but they're not allowed to share that love because the other person won't let them express their love in the way they need to. But they love the person so much that they're there for them. They sit and they're there and for them whenever they need them, and they're waiting for their turn, like hoping that this other person will wake up and see the truth, see the truth for what it is that they love them, that they sit by and watch this other person, get in relationship after relationship after relationship, and just see that it takes such a toll on them because they're looking for love in all the wrong places, so to speak. And this person just wants to be with them. And they're, like I said, they're waiting for this person to kind of wake up and smell the roses and say, oh, this person has been the one that's been here all along for me. And I understand that, I know that a lot of people can relate to this story, but this is the story that came through as I was getting ready to do this reading. So, and use these cards. So what I have to start off with is from the Light Seers deck, the Four of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Four of Cups. And then I have a Tower on that Four of Pentacles. So that holding back and need to hold back, or keep our love to ourselves, especially if we tie this into the, the little story that I got going into this. When we have to restrain ourselves and we hold back from giving our love to someone, sometimes that causes a tower moment for ourselves, because we're not allowing our heart to express itself in the way that it needs to express itself. And so when we do that, when we don't express love to people that we love, or it's not reciprocated maybe, and it causes us to hold it back because that love isn't reciprocated, it can cause that tower moment. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take both these cards, even though I was only trying to clarify with a couple. So I have the Two of Wands and also the Strength card. I'm sorry, that's not the Strength card, that's the Seven of Swords. I saw the Lion. I was drawn to the Lion and automatically assumed that was the Strength card. But you know what? Sometimes it takes strength. It is that Seven of Swords can be that defensive energy, which kind of ties in with that Four of Pentacles, where you need the strength to get up the strength. Even though this is the seven, like I said, the Seven of Swords, sometimes it takes strength to hold back, to defend yourself, to stay in this defensive position, because you have to hold back. And so I really am getting that, because like I said, even though this is the seven of swords, I was drawn to the lion and thought this was the strength card. And I see that, like, the strength of especially if you look at this lion on this card looks so sad. Like, what, like, they want to help, they want to do more, but they can't. They have to stand back and stay guarded against things. And then we had the tower that corresponds that, which we kind of talked about, and then the Two of Wands, which in this deck, well, this is the African American tarot, and this is a baby sitting here in a cradle between the two wands, and just kind of like it's been left out in the cold, and because someone couldn't make a decision, like that person that's supposed to love them isn't loving them. They've left them alone, left them sitting there, because a decision wasn't made. I really am picking that up. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the Emperor, because I see the way I feel is the Emperor is having to have that strength to be that boss, to understand the situation and be strong, like, stand up for yourself. I almost feel like, you have to do what's best for you. And that's what kind of that Emperor energy can encompass at times, is doing what is best for you, can be a little bit of selfish energy at times, but it really is bossing up, doing what is right for you, to make yourself happy. And that's what I'm getting. If we're sticking with the overall storyline, that's what I'm really picking up. Okay, that card wanted to come. Okay, so then I have the, is that the Ace of Wands? Yeah, Ace of Wands, which is really, this deck is so interesting, because this Ace of Wands is this dead tree, and you think of, yes, trees can be rooted, but if you look, this tree hasn't, blossomed. It's kind of dead, because it's taken, there's so much time has passed. So much time in this situation has passed that it's almost dead, and, kind of this dead tree, this person, has been sitting here waiting for the other person, waiting for this offer to come in, waiting for, and I know this message isn't going to be for everyone, because this is kind of a specific message to a degree, because this really is talking about someone that loves another person, and they love someone that love isn't being returned to them. And this is really the energy I'm picking up, is that person that has been waiting, that has so much love to give, that's waiting for the other person, and that other person hasn't shown up in the way, like, hasn't reciprocated that love to them. And then I have here, I have the Star card, and so it's that wish that hasn't been fulfilled, that wanting, that longing, that wanting, that wish, the desire of something that hasn't, wanting, like I said, that star, that wish, that wanting something to come together that just has not come together for them. This is something you hoped for, because you have so much love, and you hoped this was going to come together. And like I said, it's that wish fulfillment that you have, but it's not being fulfilled because of the other person. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is, about this kind of energy of a missed opportunity. Well, if you're the person that's sitting here, been waiting and waiting and waiting for this other person to wake up and see how much love you have to give them, and you're waiting for that, that person to reciprocate, or to, like, wake up and smell the roses, so to speak, and see, that how much you love them, and return that love, you would definitely be sitting in this kind of, what do I do kind of energy, like, I really have all this love to give, but it's not being recognized. And so this person's looking away, turning their back, looking away, just, kind of like, what do I do? What do I do with the situation? I don't want to walk away, which is kind of this going back to this Two of Wands energy of being kind of torn between two things, not wanting to give love to this person, but not being able to express it. And it leads to these tower moments and this kind of a little bit of holding back and defensiveness, and you're not getting what you want. So I have the Two of Swords, which this is a really interesting, because usually the Two of Swords is, usually has their arms crossed in the blindfold. This is actually that separation, it's like severed in the middle, like almost, there's this, like, if you look, it's like this person's been split in half, even though it's two people. It's like two different minds, two different people that, that've been split right down the middle, so that it's that distance, that gap, that, there's this, like I said, usually it has, like, the Two of Swords has the, the blindfold on, that you're not seeing something. And so, you're not seeing this for what it is, that this person may never return that love to you, and you're putting the blinder on, and there's this gulf, this distance, this separation, this gap between you both. Well, that one, I had the deck upside down, so that was from the bottom of the deck, but that's what wanted to come out. So I also have, this is the Knight of Cups. So we have wanting to express and give that love, but that's also on that Four of Cups. So that's clarifying that Four of Cups energy. So it's that indecision of what to do, like not seeing the truth for the matter. Maybe you need to take that cup of love somewhere else, because you're not getting that love reciprocated. Now I'm going to go ahead. I don't typically do it this way, but I just do with what feels right. And I've got the Oracle of the Unicorns. I was drawn to pull this Oracle deck out. And I'm going to go ahead and pull at least one card, if not a couple, out of this Oracle deck to see if there's anything else that wants to, do you have anything else that we want to add to this message? Okay, that one. Okay, so I have nature. Ground yourself. And now I almost need my glasses. Find a sanctuary in nature. Connect with the elements. So that's the Oracle card. Yeah, I'm not feeling drawn to pull another one, so we're gonna go with that. So, you know what? I wanna, it's interesting. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna know. Yeah, okay, that one wanted to come up. Okay, so definitely feeling a need to get away from. If you're the person sitting in this energy, if this is you that has been in this situation of kind of waiting for someone else to show their love for you, sitting in the sidelines, constantly watching this other person, waiting for them, hoping that your time's going to come, that the tide is going to change, that something's going to change in this situation, then I have this need to take a break. You know, I get that with the nature card, is like nature kind of nurture kind of energy of, because like when I pulled one card to clarify it, and I got the Ace of Swords, which is truth, clarity. So by getting away from this situation, kind of taking a moment and getting away, and I mean, this card indicates going out into nature, you know, like going, you know, maybe, I don't know, you know, different people enjoy doing different things, whether that be, you know, getting out and going to sports, or hiking, camping, you know, anything like that, going running, whatever your thing is. Just this need to get away for a moment so that you can really see the clarity of the situation, so that you don't end up bringing yourself back into this tower moment, you know, by continuously looking at the situation for what it really is, and how much time, you know, is passing, and whether this is causing some stress in your life, these tower moments in your life, and causing you to miss opportunities and sit in this holding back defensive energy, because you're not letting yourself be open to potential other opportunities. And I think that's what, you know, the Sword of Truth, the Ace of Swords, is kind of, you know, that there's other opportunities out there, but you're not seeing the truth of the current situation and allowing yourself to see those other new opportunities for yourself. So I think that's the real message. And I know this isn't going to be for everyone. This is more specific than my messages typically are. But we're going to go ahead and go, just so this doesn't get a little bit too lengthy, go ahead and do our days of the week, so that because this is the weekly soul weather forecast, and this is the weather part. You know, this is the days of the week, you know, that we go through and see what our mood and what the energy kind of is on a day-by-day basis. So we start out with Sunday, and I have my kind of, you know, like examining things. You know, this person's examining things. So there might be something in your life that you're looking at, and that has been, I'm getting a bit of a challenge. So I got my tug of war card, but I feel I'm picking this up as a challenge. And so you're looking at how do I resolve that? How do I resolve this challenge? How do I trying to come up with a solution? Cards are fighting me there. Yeah, you're wanting victory in this. You're wanting victory in this, whatever this is for you, because this is going to be different for everyone. Okay, that's too many cards. Okay, yeah, so this is the stuck energy. So feeling a little stuck around something that has been a challenge to you, you know, that you've had a little bit of a struggle with. It's been a little bit of challenge. So you're really, you know, this is our Sunday, kind of our Sunday energy, you know, like the Sunday mood energy of there's something on your mind that has been a little bit of a challenge that you're wanting to get off your mind. You're wanting to get past it, move past it. And it's been something you've been turning over a little bit. And so you're trying to determine or figure out a way to come up with a solution to the problem. So that's what I have for Sunday. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Monday. What's our mood for Monday, please? Can you give me a mood for Monday? What's our mood going to be on Monday? What's that one? Feeling loved. I'm feeling that is us feeling love. Like, you know, like not like that outward love, but feeling almost appreciated, adored, like us, you know, feeling that way. You feeling that way, you know, of that. Either something is happening, somebody said something or done something that makes us feel appreciated, makes us feel wanted, makes us feel needed, makes us feel loved. which is interesting because the card I got was the stop card. But I get that. It's interesting. I get that as an almost, oh, stop it. Like somebody complimenting you. Somebody complimenting us on Monday, somebody giving us some praise, and we're like kind of, oh, stop it, because you've done something that has, got a little bit of recognition, and you're you're a little bit embarrassed by it. So that's, like I get that as the stop card was, oh, stop it, I didn't do this, kind of like that. Being a little bit embarrassed, being a little bit of, not wanting to take credit for something, or just feeling uncomfortable with the praise that you're receiving. So that's what I have that I picked up for Monday. So a little bit tired on Tuesday if your life is as crazy and hectic as mine has been coming into the month of March, I can understand and definitely relate to this. So Tuesday might have us feeling a little bit like that KO, like exhausted, down for the count kind of an energy, got us a little bit defensive, especially, it looks like this is around maybe some challenges with family. Somebody in your family may say or do something that gets you a little bit defensive. I'm getting an exhaustive person in your family, I definitely don't think this is probably going to be for everyone, but the main message I'm picking up for Tuesday is there's someone in your circle. So it can be a family member or someone significant in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be family, but someone significant that you feel is significant to you, or a family member that's a little bit exhaustive, like that they kind of maybe trigger you a little bit, or they're just, they've always got a problem, an issue that they're always complaining about, and you're the one that they complain to, and they're just exhausting, and they're exhausting you. And that's what I feel I'm picking up for Tuesday. And this, I even have this, like somebody rattling on about all the details, somebody just like I said, kind of this exhaustive energy that you're just like, I just need some time. I need, I love you, but I can't deal with you right now kind of energy is what I'm picking up for Tuesday. So let's go ahead and go on to Wednesday. What's our mood for Wednesday, please? What are we going to be feeling like on Wednesday, please? What will we be feeling like on Wednesday, please? Oh, that one wanted to flip. Oh, back in this energy we had on Sunday. So maybe, with everything, the way this week has played out, like in the, what has come up, maybe this, and I don't feel the energy for Monday, the praise necessarily came from the same person, but I am feeling that the Tuesday, Wednesday energy is tying back to Sunday. I'm sorry, my throat's a little dry. Is tying back to Sunday's energy of, I feel that this might be the same situation that has caused this challenge, this challenge for you that came up on Sunday, that you're trying to figure out how to deal with, that energy. That has to do with communication. Oh, that was strange. I thought I saw a card that was backwards, but it wasn't. That was really strange. And actually, this is the card that I thought was backwards. It actually had flipped out. So it's examining how this person communicates with you. And that's what I said. I picked up on this energy of somebody that kind of a little bit might get on your last nerve, or just they always have a problem and an issue. It's like every time you talk to them, they're kind of a negative Nelly, or they've always got a problem and they're just exhausting. And in their way they communicate. And that's what I feel like. And you're examining, like this energy here, kind of examining, this person, the situation, and how they make you feel, and how we can, I get, like trying to open a new door of communication. Like, how can we change this? So what do we need to do that? Like I said on the Sunday message is trying to find a way to overcome that, that situation. Trying to find kind of a resolution to that conflict that you're having. And I don't see it as like huge conflict, like, that kind of, it's not that butting heads. It's just this person is exhaustive and challenging to you, and you're trying to figure out a way to overcome that kind of energy that they cause you, kind of almost like they drain you, like an energy vampire kind of person. They're just very draining of your energy and your time. And I'm getting the feeling that it's somebody, it's definitely somebody significant. I had the family card come out, so it's definitely somebody that's significant for you in your life. And when it's somebody that's important to you, it may not be somebody you want to cut out of your life. Definitely, I'm getting that, because you wouldn't be trying to come up with a solution to the problem or find a different way to circumvent the problem, because I see you trying, which means that this person's significant enough that you don't want to cut them out of your life, but you also don't know how to get around the challenges that this person presents for you. That's what I'm getting. So I think we're on, let's see, that was Wednesday, so now we're on Thursday. So this is Thursday's energy, or mood, I should say, how we're going to be feeling come Thursday. And they didn't, I hate to say it, but I get this feeling of almost like maybe this person is, you've got a breath, this person is giving, left you alone for a minute. So it's giving you a day of kind of peace. Oh, that's not going to be for everyone, but definitely this better mood come Thursday. And I haven't seen any bad moods for the week whatsoever. Nothing bad has come out. It's just going to be, like, even though you're feeling exhausted by midweek, it looks like, that's going to maybe pick up and get a little bit better, come Thursday toward getting closer to the weekend. Can I go ahead and get at least one more card, please? For Thursday, please give me one more card for the message for Thursday. What's going to be our message for Thursday, please? One more card. Okay, there we go. So I see this as, it's an interesting message, because I've got, these are the cards that I have, and I, these aren't tarot cards, these are my cards, so they are a little bit more open to different interpretations. So I have a gavel, and then I have something growing, and then my Cheshire cat, which is a really strange combinations of energy, especially tied to this mood. But the first thing that I pick up is this, almost like I'm picking up kind of this devilish energy, and feeling like that you need to be a little bit cautious about how you treat this person. If you're, this can be almost an ignoring energy if you, with the Wednesday mood of, like, or message of this being exhausted. if you've just tried to ignore the situation, and that's what I'm really picking up, if you try to ignore the situation, that it's, that there may be, I'm almost being drawn back to the tower from the general message, this tower card, and especially with this little bit of almost devilish energy coming off of this Cheshire Cat card. I feel that devil energy, that's not the best way to handle the situation, by ignoring it, because you're thinking by ignoring it, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine. But then I see the gavel coming down and saying, no, that's not really the case. It's gonna cause problems in the long run if you don't address this, that this judgment is going to come down on you, and it's going to lead to more problems, in the long run. That's what I really, really feel is coming out for Thursday. So let's go ahead and do Friday. We got 2 more days because I go through Sunday through Saturday. So we're on Friday, going into the weekend. And then if you haven't watched my readings before, I do a weekend forecast too, to kind of, even though I do these readings that go into the weekend, go through Saturday, in midweek I do, usually it's published on Thursdays, I put out a weekend forecast, or a soul weather forecast for the weekend, that just kind of sees where we are going into the weekend, if anything's changed, any additional messages that want to come out as we move into our weekends. So this is going to be Friday's energy, our feeling mood, and that is that, contentment is what I'm picking up on off the top of my head. A feeling of contentment. Anything else to go with this? Okay. I almost feel this tying to the Thursday message a little bit. That's that going round and round with that person, and you're wanting to that ostrich sticking your head in the ground, not wanting to, like I said on Thursday, I felt that kind of wanting to ignore the problem, wanting to, put your head in the sand, not, ignore the problem, because you just go round and round and round. And so it's got you, because even this is coming out, the Fox card, whereas Thursday we had the Cheshire Cat, which both are very mischievous energies, but I'm seeing that tying back of trying to be, thinking you're being sly in the situation by just ignoring it, I'm just gonna, by ignoring this situation, it makes me feel better, but I think that it may come back around and bite you in the butt a little bit if you do that. So I think I'm really feeling a need to be drawn back to the beginning of the week when you're looking for a solution to this person, like how to work with this person, how to find a peaceful resolution in the way, so this person, you can have them in your life, but they're not draining on your energy, how to come to a peaceful balance. And ignoring the problem, the message I'm getting that's really coming through is don't ignore the problem, the situation. It needs to be addressed. And this can almost tie back to a little bit to that overall general message of, don't ignore the problem, because this person in our general message we open this with is kind of ignoring the truth of the situation, the reality of the situation, and they're not wanting to deal with it. They're just sitting back and waiting, waiting, and not finding a different way, like just sitting, waiting in this holding pattern, so to speak, and not wanting to, change anything. And so that's what I'm almost feeling, that energy reflected through the day by day of that, the message is coming through, but on a more general scale of, if there's someone in your life that that is kind of that drains your energy, that exhausts you in some way, the best solution is not ignoring the problem. That by ignoring the problem, you may end up making things worse, because this person may, just try harder to get your attention, and or make the matter, escalated into more conflict, or it's definitely tied in a matter of communicating the way you feel, and that even ties back to that overall general message of expressing how you feel, and seeing the truth of the matter, the situation, for what it is, and not allowing yourself to just ignore the situation, or stay in the status quo, so to speak. So then we're going to go ahead, Saturday, our last day of the week. And the devil energy comes out. The devil was definitely feeling that. I felt it coming. I felt that, like I said, I was feeling that, even that Cheshire Cat, I was feeling that devil energy tying back to that tower at the beginning. So gonna definitely be feeling a little bit mischievous, or and I got this came out. This was the card that I said, the challenges that I saw on Sunday. So they're coming back around at the end of the week. So if you haven't dealt with this problem, it's going to come back around. Yeah, it's going to come back around. I love when I feel something and then the card comes out to say, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So I got, I get this is moving toward this person, not away from them, like addressing the problem, I mean, yeah, this can be a card of travel, which could tie back to the beginning of that need to get away, the nature card of needing to maybe get away for a moment. And if that's what you did, if that's what, like, you took a minute in where we saw kind of midweek, or like kind of that, Thursday-ish energy, or, where you weren't necessarily turning your back or blind eye to this, but just taking a moment to find and gather yourself together, replenish your energy so that you can confront this issue, then, I mean, that's definitely probably tied to that travel. But it's definitely coming back around, because these are same cards that came out before, and this is that, that original challenge with this person, and we saw, this is that kind of going around and round with them, that you may end up going around with them again and having to confront the situation again. So like I said, ignoring it is not going to be the solution, is definitely what I'm picking up, because it's just going to probably cause things to maybe escalate or get a little bit worse. It may cause you to get into, like where you have to be a little more nasty with this person. And that's what I'm almost feeling, that you might have to be nasty with this person if you don't address the situation in a non-confrontational manner, in a non-confrontational way before it does escalate. And that's where I'm going to go ahead and leave this. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel grow, so these messages get out to more people and more people see it and have a chance to hopefully help them as well. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you all have a great week. Joy, love, and light. Thank you very much. Bye.